Hey everybody, Mario here. My wife and I, Stephanie, are diamonds here out of Southern California with a company called Vaseo, and we absolutely love it here. We just did our I Am Vaseo video just 2 days ago, and came out pretty cool. How many of you guys did your I Am Vaseo video yet? This is for brand partners. Let us know if you've done your I Am Vaseo video. How many of you don't know what that is? Uh-oh, that's a problem. Listen, guys, Diana Mosier, yes, you did it. Cassie, not yet. I know that Jen and Chad have done theirs. Thank you, guys. Guys, this comes from Dallin Larson himself. How many of you guys absolutely love our products and know what they've done for not only for you, but for other people? And when Dallin, my mentor and our leader, asks me to do something, I do it. And so if this is important to you guys in the company, I strongly encourage you to do it. Keep it 1 minute and then send it via the link that they have, or you can send it to me anytime. Since we're talking about social media today, anytime you're sending any type of content, whether it's a picture or a video, you want to make sure that you do it on WhatsApp, because sending through other channels, sometimes the quality of the video or the picture just becomes really poor. Okay, so if you guys want to send it to me, I can send it into corporate, and I can even take a second look at it if you guys like, and then we'll send it in. But do it via WhatsApp. So this afternoon we're going to talk about social media marketing. Okay, and guys, it's 2020, and I've said this a million times. If you want to build any business in this day and age, you've got to have a healthy, and I would even go as far as to say a dominant social media marketing plan. Believe it or not, guys, there's people out there that, I got somebody chiming in here. Believe it or not, guys, we have people that pay money to literally watch everything you do on your computer with the intention of marketing to you, and they utilize social media. They utilize your patterns and what you do online. So we should be doing that as well. But today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about Instagram. We're going to talk about Instagram mastery. Now, just so that I know, okay, who's who. So I'm going to ask a question to you guys. This is the first time I'm going to be doing a question here. Oh, okay, forget it. I should have did it first. How many of you guys, let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable do you feel with Instagram? Let's say 10 is you feel like you feel you're a pro at it, right? 5 is I'm okay. 1, I don't even know what Instagram is. Let us know where you're at. A lot of 7s, couple 1s, 3. Okay. Awesome. That's what we're here for today, guys. So I'm going to start out with some basics, okay? Some people are sending me private numbers. Personally, I'm fine. Professionally, I have no idea. I like that. That's actually really good because we need to, I'm working on getting approval from my wife. Yes, very important for that one. Well, listen, guys, let's start with the basics, okay? So I was working all morning long to find a share screen technology so I could just share my phone with you guys. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to find one or at least get it up and running and feel comfortable with it in time. So we're going to have to go OG, old school, and I'm going to have to just show you some screenshots, okay? So first off, let's talk about the basics, okay? So this is what we would consider your home page. As you scroll down, you're gonna see posts, okay? So I wanna help you guys understand just some basic terminology. Like Enrique posted that picture, and he has been doing a 10-day challenge of 10 pictures a day of being a dad, okay? So this is your home page. Across the bottom, you'll see it has some things that you can do. You always want to click back to home. It's on the left side there. If you want to search for names, hashtags, and we're going to actually talk about that today. You have the little hourglass there. If you wanted to add a picture or a post, you hit that little plus sign in the middle. If you wanted to go out and find things that you have favorited, you click that heart there. And then all the way to the right, you'll see that takes you to your profile page, okay? So a couple of things about your profile page. First off, this is your personal billboard, okay? So you want to make sure that your profile page is completed, right? Couple of things that I'll tell you that I look for, or just tips. So if you're taking notes, guys, I hope you guys are taking notes today. A couple of things that I look for when I'm, let's see, I'm driving. Okay, so a couple of things that I look for when I'm evaluating or looking at somebody's Instagram, right? So number one, if you guys look here, tell me if you guys see anything on that page that says Viseo, CBD, Core Complete, Eternal. Does it say Viseo.com? Does it say vcbd1.viseo? Does it say CBD Mario, or does it say CBD Freedom Fighter 1? No, right? Why? Because the key to marketing is maintaining curiosity. The second you satisfy curiosity, you lose, okay? So there's a lot of people that I know that got excited and they opened up an entire, Instagram that's dedicated to CBD. And that's okay. There's nothing, I guess, necessarily wrong with that. But it takes time to build a following. Okay, so let's say right now I have 3,600 followers. Okay, let's say it took me 2 years to build this following, but it said CBD Mario. And let's say all of a sudden our company rolls out Beleza, which it did. Now I have to either make a decision to reopen a new one that says Beleza Mario, right? Or I start marketing another product on my page that people aren't following me because of. So I don't want to lose the traction and the followers and the brand that I've already developed, trying to constantly go and market different products. I market me. And this is, guys, by the way, what I'm teaching you today is just what I use, my philosophies, the things that I've learned and the things that I've used to be successful over the last 10 years as an entrepreneur, okay? I market me. I don't market products. I don't market, specific deals. I don't sell products. You're never going to see me on there going, hey, $9.99 for the rest of the week, right? I don't do that stuff because I believe firmly that people follow people on social media. The number one thing that people are doing there, believe it or not, right, wrong, or indifferent, I'm not here to be the moral police, but people look at social media to kind of escape reality, right? They go there because they want to be entertained. They want to, be nosy, right? But a lot of times they're looking into somebody else's life. I understand that. And so that's why you'll find me posting things like being at the golf course or trips, right? Different things of that nature that are all about our lifestyle. Okay. And so number one, make sure that this is what I would tell you, do a test, go to your Instagram right now, right? Or once we're off, if you're looking at this on your phone, and go to your profile page and say, is there anything inviting about my page? If somebody were to come to it and want to, learn who I was, right? So for me, follower of the King, my faith, husband, father, entrepreneur. That's for me because that's my order. God, spouse next, father next, and a business person next. That's my order, right? Speaker, coach, trainer, salesman, not network marketer, not brand partner with Viseo, right? Now you might hear somebody say something completely different. Again, this is just my philosophy, okay? And then I have a little quote there in my own personal website. And even if you went to my personal website, it doesn't say anything about any specific product. It talks about me, coaching, leadership, development, stuff of that nature. So this is your profile page, okay? By the way, if you guys have questions along the way, don't hesitate to ask. I might not be able to get to all of them, but you can definitely ask. Now, next thing is your story, okay? So your story, if I go back, can be found. You guys got to watch my cursor here, but your story can be found right here, okay? These are all stories. So what is a story, guys? A story, these are like, if you look here at the top, these are 15-second increments of different little stories. Like for instance, I posted a memory of Levi sleeping from 5 years ago. This was posted last night. And this little picture will move for 15 seconds and then it'll go to the next one, right? Now you can also put video in there as well. So a couple things to keep in mind. Your story is designed for people who follow you. Okay, so when you're thinking of having your marketing brain on, whatever you post on Instagram story is really only going to be seen by the people who are already following you, okay? Now your posts, right? Your posts, which are down here, okay? Look at these ones here. I got a picture of Levi here. I posted a picture of my wife just because she's so smoking hot. And then I've got a picture here of myself when I was a kid. Those posts are not necessarily designed for the people that follow you. Now you do, why do I say that? Because most people, right, we're instant gratification. People in your network, even yourself, we just want to see things fast, right? So it's pretty easy to just go through the stories and just click through them. Boom, 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 right? That's why a lot of times you'll see people, hold on one sec, guys. You'll see people that will post something like that post of Levi on the bottom, and then I will go ahead and hit the little arrow and put it on my actual story, and it'll say new post, go check it out. So it causes people that follow me who are just going through the actual story to go. If I hold my finger on that particular picture of Levi, it'll take me to the post that I have on the bottom. Does that make sense? So whenever I post something, I also kind of market it at the Instagram story. So I want to get people to go down there and leave comments and like and double tap it or whatnot. Now, I know this is basic, so some of you guys might be like, okay, Mario, I get this. How many of you guys right now, because there's going to be people all ends of the spectrum. If there are people that are like, oh, okay, this is making sense. Are there also people online saying this is like Chinese to me? I don't get it. What is this for? Why do we do it? Okay. Hopefully we're all kind of coming to this space. Okay. So these are just the basics. Now, that said, okay, looks good. Okay, good. So now, why does Instagram work? Okay. Number one, it's free. How many of you guys like free leads? Okay. Is anybody out there in like real estate or in insurance or in other areas or in other businesses that, hold on, okay, out there that have to generate leads? When you're in a business, which we are, where you generate leads, okay, yes, free is the best price. Generally, we say free 99, okay? Very, very important, okay? And you get access to unlimited amounts of people, because even on Facebook, you can only have 5,000 friends in your network, right? On Instagram, it's unlimited. Even on LinkedIn, I believe it's 30,000 that you can have as a cap of people that are in your network. So Instagram is important because you can have unlimited access, but also hashtags allow you to target. Okay, so what is a hashtag, right? So I want you guys to think of a hashtag as a like an online photo album. Okay, so if I go on there and I post a picture and I put like hashtag, fitness dad. Okay, that means that picture I posted is now part of this online photo album that is named hashtag fitness dad. So if somebody somewhere else were to type in or search or click on hashtag fitness dad, any picture, including mine, that says hashtag fitness dad will post up in there. And I'll show you an example of that. But hashtags are so important because it's how you attract people, but it's also how you target people, right? And remember, we're using Instagram this morning for the sake of building your business, okay? So I want you to keep that in mind. Everything I say is going to be in the context of building your business. I guess if you're single, you can use hashtags to target people as well if you're trying to recruit for something else. But hashtags are simple. If I wanted to find a group of enthusiasts, BMW enthusiasts, I might put hashtag BMW love, right? And see if somebody has pictures of their car and it's BMW love, right? There's so many different hashtags. One thing I don't want you to do is, I have a friend who doesn't understand hashtags and she uses it for like subliminal messaging. So if she posts a picture of her daughter and the picture looks like, it totally looks like mom staged this picture, okay? But and I ultimately think she did stage it, but she wants her crowd to think that the daughter did it. She'll put like hashtag, she posed like this herself. And I'm like, that's not what that's for. So she like leaves little subliminal messages for her thing, like hashtag, I'm not sure I like this, but she wanted to do it. Like what? Like that's people that don't understand what hashtags are for. So yeah, so the idea, guys, is hashtags are huge. So we're going to talk about that, okay? So that said, I'm going to share with you a strategy on how to start to reach out to people. Now, here's one thing that I want you to understand. This is considered cold market. Now, there will come a time in everybody's business where you turn to cold market. By the way, it's so funny. How many of you guys know how much of a Kobe Bryant fan I am? You guys know how much of a Kobe Bryant fan I am? Yes. Now, if you, I'm going to start some trouble here. I don't even want to. Whatever you look for and watch and search for most on Instagram, if you go to the browser page, you're going to see it there. Okay. So for instance, if you were the single person and you were targeting like single females, if you went to the browser page and you see all kinds of single females or like provocative pictures, it's probably because that's what you've been doing online. So I already said I'm going to get somebody busted here because some of y'all are going to be like, let me go to that browser page on my my significant other and see what they look like, what they're looking at, right? So for me, right, I'm always looking at Kobe stuff. So look I just clicked on this and it's like a picture. These are all posts that other people that I don't know have put up, and this is like Gigi and her friend in the deal there in the plane, picture of Vanessa, Kobe, right? So what happens is you come here to this screen by selecting the little searching glass, whatever that's called, magnifying glass, okay? So now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the search bar, and when you go there, okay, you can see what I've already have been doing here, okay? It kind of tells you what my recent searches are, okay? So healthy living, fitness entrepreneur, fitness dad, fitness family. So I'm going to click on the hashtag because this is just top. Anything that's going on that's the top. These are just specific accounts. So if I wanted to try to type in somebody's name, I put it there. Like if you guys wanted to find me, you'd hit click account and put @FreedomFighter1, okay? Or if you go to tags, now you're going to come up to hashtag. So I already clicked on tags, so it showed me the top tags that I had been searching. So I'm going to tag one, okay? So I type in, let's say I typed in fitness family. So I clicked on fitness family, and it tells you that there's 474,000 posts that people have put on fitness family, okay? So now, boom, it brings me to this. So it's like, look, these are, and I could follow this as well. I don't necessarily do that, but you can even follow this hashtag. So you could always go there and check what fitness families are. Now, let's say you pick the top 10 hashtags that fit in our category and follow them. So that when you're doing this, you can always just go right back to that and you can see who's posting there. So like fitness family, fit dad, momtopreneur, health freak, healthy living, right? You know, those are ones that fall into our category. So now when you come to the fitness family, okay, there's two ways to go about this. You see this here where it says top, okay? Are you guys seeing that there where it says top? Okay. That is, if I were to click on that one, it's going to show me a ton of people. The people that are in the top are basically people that have gotten extremely high levels of likes and views and comments. Those are influencers, okay? I don't think it's very fruitful with your time to try to recruit influencers, because an influencer doesn't do, if I have 5 million followers, what I'm used to is saying, yeah, let me see this CBD product, send me some, and if I like it, I'll let you, I'll charge you $500 a post, and I'll do as many posts as you want me to do. See, because then I'd come in, if I'm an influencer, if I have 5 million people, I'd say, hey guys, I don't know about you, but I get a really bad headache, and I found this product. It's called CBD1. There's a link in the bio here if you guys want to buy it. But oh man, I tried. 5 million people at a 10% clip. You're getting a lot, right? So they're not looking to join you. They want you to pay them to influence or to share your products. Okay. So I personally don't go after the people that are in the top. Okay. What I do though is I click on the recent button. Okay. See, the recent button is just going to bring up everyday average people that have posted something, okay, that has hashtagged fitness family. Okay. At this point, let me hit a timeout. Is everybody kind of keeping up here? Just give me a thumbs up or a number one if you're keeping up here with what we've got going on. Okay, good. So now at this point, okay, there is a section where I'm going to have to kind of scroll through this thing, okay? Now, I have a video on it. I may do another training down the road that once I get this, where I'm able to screen share this on here, and I'll do a live demonstration. But, so now once you're on here, okay, there's a couple of things that I look for. So like, for instance, I'm going to start scrolling down this page. Now, there's a couple of things that I'll tell you. First off, if you're a male, okay, be careful, because there's a lot of stuff on here that even if you're not doing anything sketchy, when you approach a female, when you actually reach out to them, you have to make sure that they know you're not a creep, okay? So that's the one thing, okay? So I always make sure that I'm reaching out to an equal amount of men and women, okay? Because also, then that also shows up next time I come here. If all I reached out to is women, then all I'm gonna see is women, okay? And so the other thing is, when you click on this, so like let's say this one here, I wanted to see what she's all about before I decide to put her in my strategy, okay? So I click on her. First thing I look at is, can I figure out if she's in the US? If she is posting and she keeps checking in from like Slovenia or the Ukraine, would I want to reach out to her? No, because I can't enroll her onto my Viseo business in the Ukraine, okay? Get it? Or if I click on there and she's always posting from Latin America, and or she's all Spanish and then every check-in is in Latin America, then I obviously know I can't recruit her. So the first thing I look at, okay, well, I'll take that back. The first thing I look at is the number of followers she has. So I like to reach out to people no more than maybe about 6,000 or 7,000 followers and below, because then they mean that they're just average everyday people. And I like to work with average everyday people because they're open. So maybe she posted this picture. Like if you look at this picture here, and I'm sorry if you can't see it well, but if you look at this picture here, you know, it looks like she's posing, like she's putting in the effort to try to put up a picture that looks good. If I click on her and she has 1,200 followers, that means that she's still somebody who's recruitable in my eyes, but she's trying to like go be an entrepreneur. She's trying to, so I'm going to approach that person. If I click on there and I see she has 47,000 followers, probably not going to want to do it. The second thing that I do is I open up that bio. Remember my bio? I open it up, okay? I open it up, and what I do, okay, is I'll also see if I can see links. You'll see their Arbonne link. You'll see their, Isogenics link. You'll see their affiliate link. So I can know if they're a network marketer or not. Now, if they're a network marketer, I'm trying to figure out, okay, I'm trying to figure out if they are a top network marketer, like a Ricky and a Francoise, or they're just like a new person who just joined, okay? Because would you agree that the approach would have to be different if you were approaching a seven-figure black diamond, or somebody who just got started, loves the idea, but might be kind of floundering? Would you agree? Okay, so you have to decide, number one, are they, in the US? Number two, how many followers do they have? Number three, can I decipher if they're a network marketer? If they are a network marketer, then are they a top producing network marketer, or are they, just somebody who's brand new? Now, it doesn't necessarily always have to change the approach because they're cold market. We're just throwing it out there. But these are just things that I like to know before I approach them. So let me give you an example, okay? So I did this morning, and this is the person that I decided to reach out to, okay? So as I look at this, 893 followers, okay? You could tell he puts in the work. Like these are pictures that he makes with like an app, right? He's got a website, but it's just like a gym. Customize your fitness to you. Enrico has 17 years in the fitness industry. He's got degrees from Temple University. So Temple University, he's in the US, and he doesn't have a lot. So I look at this, I don't see any affiliations with a network marketing company. I don't see any affiliations with, but I do see somebody who likes fitness, who's trying to build his brand. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to hit him up, okay? So is this helping, guys? Any advice for ladies having to reach out to dudes? The advice is be careful. I would say the easiest thing to do when you reach out to a guy, if you don't feel comfortable giving your number, set up a Zoom. Set up a Zoom or a Zoom call. That's easy. You could even set up a specific time to have an Instagram phone call, okay? That's gonna be tough though, because you can't do a three-way with them. So we'll talk about that offline, but just be careful. That's all I would say, okay? So now, here's the next step. So we got Fitness Sensei, Enrico. So here's what we're gonna do. Here is the steps. Number one, follow them. First thing you can do is go there to that blue tab. You're going to click on it and follow them, okay? Second thing you're going to do is you're going to go find 3 posts and you're going to like them. So you go to, like, let's say this first post and you hit the double tap, right? Then you go find another one, you hit a double tap. You find another one, you hit a double tap, okay? So you like 3 of their posts, okay? Now, you're going to comment on one, but it's got to be relevant. So for instance, if you look here, see him doing these like the leg lift style ab workouts here. I'm not going to go there and put something. Have any of you guys ever gotten a comment on your Instagram photo that just doesn't make sense? Like maybe you posted a picture of your late grandmother and you're like, I will forever love you. This hurts my heart, but grandma, I know I'll see you one day. And then you get a comment that says, rock on. And you're like, what the? Doesn't even make sense. Have you guys ever got a comment like that? And you know why you got a comment like that? Is because people use bots. What I'm teaching you, people actually use artificial intelligence to do. The problem with artificial intelligence and bots, robots, is a robot won't know if you just posted a crying post about your grandma and then the robot puts rock on with like the muscle. And you're like looking at it like, okay, idiot, you're a bot, right? So what I'm teaching you is how to do this. So if I did this, right, I'd follow him, I'd like 3 of his posts, and then I'd comment on this one, and the first thing that comes to my mind Any Rocky IV fans on here? Okay. There was in Rocky IV, when he was training in Russia, right? He did those. So I might put something on there like, oh my gosh, I remember when Rocky did those. Keep killing it, brother. And then put that. That's kind of relevant. That makes sense at least. So that's what I would do. Now, if they follow back, okay? So here's what you're going to do before we go there. Why did we do that? So if you have an Instagram, guys, and let's say, you know, you're on a couple calls and you grab your phone and you go in there and you look at your Instagram, okay? Hold on. Someone's booking me a flight. They said, hey, what are your birthdays? And I said, on a zoo. I said, sorry, Zoom. So let's say you get your Instagram and you log in and you go to your page, right, where people have liked your stuff, and you see somebody that's new that has liked 3 of your pictures, put a comment, and followed you. What are you going to do? You're going to go over there. You're going to look at what they did. So he'll probably respond back to the comment that says, LOL, I forgot about that. Rocky was the man. And he'll probably follow me back. Okay? If he follows me back, ding, 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 I go for it. Here's what I do, okay? I send him the cold market text on DM. Okay? So there it is. Hey, Enrico, because I did it. Hey, Enrico, I know we haven't formally met yet, but I wanted to see if you had any interest in partnering with us on launching the world's only patented THC-free CBD, 100% from home. We're looking to expand in your area. If not, let me know either way. If not, no worries, shaka, right? This to me, just keep it cool, right? I always do that. Now, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark it. I'm gonna highlight the marker in the corner. So do you see this here? This is a little flag, okay? I'm going to share with you why we do that after. But you only have that if you've changed your Instagram from a personal Instagram to a business Instagram. That doesn't mean you open up a separate Instagram. That means that you take your current Instagram and you flip the switch, and now you make your current one a business Instagram. When you have a business Instagram, then it'll allow you to flag your messages because you're using it for business, right? It's a sorting tool. So, and then you wait to see if they bite. By the way, this was done today, and he sent me a voice note back, and he said, let's see if he's responded since. He sent me a voice note back, and he said, so you can see that I'm not lying. Okay, he sent me a voice note, and then I sent him one as well. So let's see what he says. Hopefully you guys can hear it. This is a live experiment. Oh, hold on. Came into my ears.
Some CBD.
And then you guys can see how I got him on the line. Okay, let me know if you guys can hear it.
Hey man, yeah. I mean, I've definitely done some CBD oil that is THC free. Feel free to send me some more information. Let me know what the deal is. I know it's helped me recover from some intense workouts and helped me get through some different things. But yeah, sounds cool.
Here's my response.
Hey, brother. Yeah, man, typically what I do is I just jump on a call or a Zoom with someone, get them all the details about our product. Pretty unique. We've got a patent for an absorption technology that's unbelievable. So the product is high quality. Everything is done here in the United States. THC free with a third-party certification, which is really important because there's like athletes and police officers, firefighters that can't have THC in their blood. But we've got a patent on a technology that gets into your bloodstream at about 95%. And we're also offering a revenue share. So let me know when a good time would be to chat or even jump on a Zoom and I'll get you all the details, brother.
See, he's cold market. So I'm okay to tell him something like that, but the purpose is to get him on the call. Kathy, no, we're not setting up a business Zoom, a business page. Remember, I shared that at the beginning. I don't want you to lose what you've already built. and you're not building a CBD Instagram, a Vaseo Instagram. Like, this is me with my work hat on. This is me at home. No, it's all one and the same. You're selling yourself, you're branding yourself, right? So that's what I would say to you guys. Now, why did I market? See, because then when you go to your actual like inbox, all the ones that I've marked, look at those ones. These are all business related. The ones that don't have marks, right? That's Michelle, right, from our team. This is a good friend of mine. These are ones that aren't. And this one's Vanessa. Pretty cool because you, oops, sorry, said my internet was stable. Am I back? Am I back? Let me know if you can hear my voice. I like this when you mark it because now I can go in there and easily sort through prospecting messages and messages that are just for personal, like somebody saying, "Hey, Levi's so super cute," right? So what screen is that in IG? That's on your messages. So it's like an inbox, Jen. It's like an inbox, and when I'm not sure if this is just a business Instagram thing, but you have a primary and a general inbox. I pretty much put everything in primary because I don't even know the difference between the two. I'm sure there's a reason behind that. But I like this. So again, so I go back and when I send him the message, I click this here and I mark that message so that later on, you see like the fitness sensei, see, remember I just showed you the voice note, but it's marked. So later on, as I'm going back to do follow-ups, it's really easy for me to just find stuff that is relevant to me recruiting in business and stuff that is relevant to just personal matters. Does that make sense, guys? So that said, this is your strategy for focus, okay? Now, awesome, okay. You need, and I'm going to freak some of you guys out now. You need to be posting on your story 8 to 10 times a day. Here's what I want you to understand. People buy you. People buy people. You're not marketing this, right? We're not on there washing our face all day long, right? Brushing our hair for our friends. We're not trying to be commercials. We want people to see the quality of our life. And so when you're posting on your story, okay? So hold on one sec, let me read this. What about people that you would think are interested in other products, not so much CBD? I don't know why you would think somebody would not be interested in the CBD. Some of us have joined and fallen in love with another product, but for the most part, most of us put our antennas up because of CBD. Is that to say that every person who joins us or gets started with us or gets approached by us gets approached by CBD? No. But from a marketing perspective, we know that if you line up all our products next to each other, the likelihood of people biting or understanding what's going on. Esthetician side, Corinne, who's on our team out of Florida, she owns a cryo spa. And she signed up 8 estheticians all because of CBD. Now, can you approach them with Beleza? Yeah. So you can literally, the only 2 things that I would say would be interchangeable would be CBD or Beleza. Okay. So, hey, I'm not sure if you're interested, we can figure it out, but if there's any interest in helping launch a skincare line that we just partnered up with Mr. Warren Buffett, we have worldwide exclusivity and we're launching in your area. That's to somebody who is the esthetician, but those are really the only 2 that I would interchange there. But yeah, okay. So getting back here, we'll get to the questions in a minute. So post your stories 8 to 10 times a day. What I want you to understand, I don't want you to get freaked out by that, okay? Posting a story literally could be me doing this, okay? And I'm going to do it right now. And if you guys follow me, you'll see me kind of post it later. So always a trick, make sure your lens is clean, okay? Sometimes I see your pictures and I'm like, ooh, your lens is all dirty, okay? So I'll do this, okay? And since you guys see it later, you'll laugh. I'll do this. Get it. So I wanted to get a good picture here, and I'm going to do this. Okay. Then I can literally put something on there that just says midday training. Done. See how simple that is? Midday training, okay? And so I'm going to come back to it and post it after. Post on your story 8 to 10 times a day, because every time your friends log in, you want them to see something from you, okay? Simple midday training, right? Leadership, mindset, whatever it is, okay? Mario, you can make your personal IG a professional IG and keep your same page. Yes, yeah, that's what I was saying. You don't have to create a new one. You can turn your personal one into a business or professional page with literally just a swipe in the back, like inside the back in the settings. And it's exactly the same. It just gives you now the business or professional features, okay? Mine are blurry. Do you have an iPhone, Lorraine? Because I'm telling you, when you get Apple, your life just gets blessed going forward. Just saying. Now you want to post, okay, 2 to 3 times a week, okay? So that's the actual pictures on the bottom, okay? Couple things that I would tell you, utilize apps. There's a lot of apps out there. I actually have quite a few. What I'll do is, let me save this. Later on, I will do a screenshot of some of the apps that I use for like filtering. And I'll just screenshot them and I'll put them in the group so you guys can see. And there's basically filtering, guys, is a really cool way to create like cool pictures. So let's say the picture I just snapped right now, I could use a filter to like make it grainy or make it whatever, or put a little word across it. It's really simple, guys. But the idea is you want to post 2 to 3 times a week. Now, what do I post? I post lifestyle. I post things that fit in my will well. Entrepreneurship, lifestyle, right? Before I had the lifestyle, I would go out there and sometimes I would post a good quote. Sometimes I'd find a picture, like I just did it the other day. When I first learned this strategy from my mentor, who makes millions, by the way, he actually turned to Steph and he said, from now on, you need to be his paparazzi. And she was like, what? He goes, if you guys are at a concert or you guys are at a dinner and he's looking good, anytime you think your husband is looking cute, he said, take a picture of him, because he needs content. He needs stuff to post. Okay, so yes, post 2 to 3 times a week as far as your pictures are concerned, and 8 to 10 times a day on your story. Okay, now what I'm getting at is, look at this. See this picture here? It's my favorite cigar and a little espresso. How many of you guys saw that when I posted it? Did any, give me a thumbs up when you saw when I posted that. That's not even me. I found that online and I was like, ooh, that's a really cool picture. But it fits in who I am, right? If somebody saw that, they're like, oh man, that looks like a good cigar. I had 3 people going, dude, what type of cigar is that? How is it? But I smoke cigars and I love coffee and espresso. So I found a really dope picture. I threw it in an app to kind of clean it up, and then I posted it. And look at, it's real simple. It just says mood, right? Like that's the mood I'm in. And then I had hashtags, hashtag finer things, hashtag cigars, hashtag cafe, hashtag coffee, hashtag grown man, right? So if anybody were to look into finer things, hashtag, they'd see that picture. And I did get likes and maybe follows from people who I would never have even known before, but because they saw that picture, went to my page, decided to follow me, okay? So just get creative is what I'm saying. Now, why? Why do we do this? Because guys, you've got to be attractive online. And it has nothing to do with your physical abilities. I'm not telling you to go get Botox and to go, get hair plugs. And no, I'm talking about you've just got to be attractive as a person. People just want, you have to put up a profile that gets people to want to follow you, to want to see what you're doing. So a couple things that I would tell you right now, if you have a profile picture, okay? So this is your profile picture, this top one here, okay? If you have a profile picture that's of like a beach, like a wave, or like you have a profile picture and it's like a Siberian husky like howling at the moon, nobody's gonna follow you. If you have a picture of nothing, if you don't have a profile picture, you have no social media presence. So I know people even on Facebook, instead of having a profile picture, they have like the Dodgers logo, okay? Guys, that's not what you want to do, okay? You want to have a profile picture of you because we're selling ourselves, okay? So this posting strategy is going to get the people that you follow to like you back. Because even if they don't go to you yet, let's say we go through that strategy, they see you comment and they respond to the comment and they follow you. Maybe they don't even go check you out, they just hit follow. And then you send them the message, hey, we haven't yet met Lorraine, but you know, I'm wondering if there's any interest in partnering up with us in launching the world's only blah, 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 right? Before they respond, what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna go look at your page and figure out who the heck you are. Okay, simple. And if there's nothing there that's inviting, they're not gonna answer you. Does that make sense? Nobody's responding, but yeah, okay, good. They know how cool I am though. That is true. But you have to let us know how cool you are even more times. Okay, so all right, so here's the game, guys. This is where it doesn't get sexy anymore. Okay, what you have to do is you have to select a different hashtag every day and prospect 10 people a day, because it's a numbers game. So maybe today, the cool part about hashtags is there's a million of them. So like, let's say on Monday, I do fitness family, because I just want to kind of target this big, broad bucket, okay? Maybe Tuesday, I do hashtag healthy dad. And Wednesday, I do momtrepreneur, right? Thursday, I do entrepreneur dads. Friday, I do fitness lifestyle. Guys, every single time you put one of those in, you're gonna see thousands of new people. And you get to hand select who you approach. And if they don't like it, they don't want anything, if they don't wanna do it, they just leave it alone. But that's okay, because that's what we want. We want a fast yes or a fast no, right? How many of you guys wanna play games on social media? I don't, okay? I'm not there to hook up. I have a gorgeous wife, right? I'm not there to be friends with somebody. I actually have a lot of friends, okay? I'm there to make money. I'm there to build a team. So to me, it's kind of like, hey, pee or get off the pot, right? If they say, no, man, I'm not interested, perfect. That's what I want. I want you to say no, because I go for no. How many of you guys go for no? Guys, there's so many people open right now. You've just got to put in the elbow grease. This is not difficult. Now, I will tell you that probably what the most difficult thing is going to be for you guys is to learn how to post correctly, right? How to post correctly, how to get better at marketing, right? Because there's some Instagram pages, as soon as you click on it, like it's got this aura. The whole page has like this, whoa, but that's just because they're really good at marketing, okay? And then you go to some and you could tell they're working hard, but they're just not there yet. They're not on the next level, okay? So you have to be willing to put in the effort. You have to be willing to push and work, okay? So push, 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 and there are people out there that are hungry. We've just got to go and find them, okay? So I believe that is it as far as the slides are concerned. I'm going to give you guys about 5 minutes or so. What questions do you guys have? How can I help you guys? Type this in, or if anybody, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do something I never do, is I'm going to unmute you guys. Okay. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm allowing you to unmute yourself. So if anybody wants, we got about 3 more minutes. If anybody wants to unmute and ask a question, we could do that, or you could type it in if you want.
How successful have you been at Rita since you started?
Who is that?
Yvette.
Yvette, what's up, girl? How are you?
Oh, pretty good.
Good. I would honestly say, without official numbers, other than Ricky, I don't think anybody in the company's recruited more than me.
Cool.
Since I got started. I think I'm at 105 personal sponsors since I got started.
Right on. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a question, Mario. This is Jen.
Hey, Jen.
When you are on, I'm trying to go on to show you. I think you answered the question already, but I had missed it. Like, to see the tags when you're like in the DM part, how do you get it so you can see the tags? What do you have to change on your profile?
You have to go to, I think, like the settings area. Diana just did it, so maybe she can help you. But when you go into the settings, there's a tag that says business, I think. There's something in there. See, because I already have it on there, so I don't think it's going to give me the option.
Like in your profile, you mean?
No, because you have one in your profile where it says edit your profile. Your settings are on the top corner on the right. Okay, on your top right corner.
To the top to settings when you go in your profile. That's how I did it, and it
Can you show it to me what it looks like?
Yeah. So look, from your profile page. Okay. You're gonna go to your top right hand side up here, and you'll see like the little lines, the 3 lines. Click on that.
The close friends lines?
No, close friends.
Oh, the 3 lines. Okay.
3 lines, and then it's going to open up a bunch of different things here. You're going to find settings. I think it's the top one. Inside of settings, I don't have it anymore because mine's already a business page, but there's literally a button that allows you to flip it to business.
Okay.
It'll ask you, it'll say, would you like to make this professional account or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I have it on the bottom.
From there,
I see it.
From there, inside of your messages, you'll be able to have that little marker. You'll start to be able to flag them. So you don't have to open a new one. You just use your current one.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
No worries. Anybody else have any questions, guys?
Yeah, Mario, this is Grace. I'm just confused about, like, you go talking about posting the story 8 to 10 times a day, and then later on you say something like post 2 to 3 times a week. I'm not sure, like, what you mean.
You have 2 different types of things that you post, okay? So, hold on, let me see. So when you look at this, these are your stories, okay? So if I click on this, you'll see what I've already posted. So yesterday I got some new cigars. That was 1 post. I reposted something that Steph posted. James posted something and he tagged me in it, which was super dope. By the way, if James is on, this blessed me, bro. It was a picture of him and his baby. And it said, priorities, feeling blessed. Thank you for the opportunity. And he tagged me in it, okay? And then I posted here that Candace Owens is a beast, because she is. And then I posted a picture of Levi. These are my stories, okay? You want to do 8 to 10 of these a day. That's up here in the corner. Now, pictures or posts are when you go to your actual profile. So this is the home page. When you go to the profile, this is just my page. On the profile, there's posts. Like there's one right here. There's a picture of Levi making a crybaby face, and then he smiled in one second. Look at that. One face to the next. And I said, he was not happy with me taking a picture. And then I said, 1, 2, 3. And then he went cheese. Okay. In a second. So this post, but just so you guys get an idea. Okay. These are my hashtags. My son, little Sinatra, cause he's got light eyes, handsome. And then he has his own hashtag. So if you wanted to see pictures of Levi since he was a baby, it's hashtag Levi_Samuel. And you'd see only pictures of Levi, because that's his hashtag. So you're going to post 3 of these, 2 to 3 of these a week, and 8 to 10 of your story. All right? You do 8 to 10 of your story a day.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
That's a lot of pictures.
2 more minutes. That is a lot of pictures. It takes work.
Yeah,
So does making millions.
true.
I'd rather do this than dig ditches. How about y'all?
Amen.
All right, so 2 more minutes. Any other questions, guys? Feel free.
Hey, Mario.
So
it's
this is
Folger.
Christine. Can you hear me?
Who was that? We had
This is
Folger. Go
Christina.
ahead, Folger.
Okay, so
Can
real
you-
quick, when you have the option to post onto Instagram and to Facebook, do you recommend doing that, or do you want us to just for this stay
do.
on the Instagram?
I do because there's also so there's a strategy for Facebook as well. So it has very much the same as far as like the amount of content you put out. Any leader or business entrepreneur that's teaching you about social media marketing will tell you it's just all about content. Putting out content, putting out content, putting out content. And even on the stories, I don't want you guys to think that it has to be like super like, oh my God, I have to post 8 to 10 times a day. Literally taking a picture of your computer screen could be one, right? Taking a picture of your lunch could be another one, right? So it doesn't have to be this whole extensive like glamour shots photo every time you do it. How many of y'all remember glamour shots? Okay. I know that Jesus took glamour shots when he was in high school.
Amen, Jesus.
Just kidding. So it's just very simple, okay? Just boom, 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 boom. It's just about getting it up there. But yes, I would mirror them. So you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, okay? Now there are types of content that I only post on Facebook. Like if I want to post an article, I usually only do that on Facebook because it's easier to post an article. But yeah, I mirror them both, Folger. But if you start with Instagram and you post there, if you have it on, it'll post to both, so you don't have to do it twice. But if you just do Facebook, Facebook doesn't let you post from Facebook to Instagram.
Thank you.
Christina, you had another question? I thought, Cassie?
Yeah. So on your Instagram, you know how you're supposed to post like picture saying. Do you do that? Do you follow that structure?
No, I don't do that.
Okay.
Actually, I was told by an influencer to not do that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because
By an influencer to do that.
yeah, what I've been told is the posts. Remember, your IG story is for your current network, and
Okay.
your posts are for people that you don't know. So if your post happens to find its way to the browser page, people are statistically more likely to pick on the page somebody's face or a good picture than words.
Okay.
So I've been told, even though it looks cool, I used to do it. If you scroll down to the bottom of mine, I used to do it. And I stopped because I was told not to do it. They were like, dude, don't do that, because what it does is I was doing it because it looked cool and it was easier. It was just another way for me to keep posting more, because I didn't have to have as many pictures. I could just do a quote every other day, and that was easy.
Right.
But I was told not to do that.
Okay.
All right, we got one more. We're already 1 minute over. Looks like you're here though. Still, people are hanging on. 1 more minute. Anybody else have any questions?
Mario,
Yes.
Anwar. So the post, piggyback to what you just said. So the wordings, like the codes, motivation code. What code do you
Hashtag.
want in stories, or because you say that should
She
not
was
be-
talking about posts. There's a strategy out there that, on the bottom where people post their pictures, there's a strategy out there where like one day it'll actually be a picture of me, and tomorrow it'll be like just a quote.
Okay.
And then the next day it's a picture, and then the next day it's a quote. So sooner or later you're going to see it almost looks like a checkerboard on there between pictures and quotes. That's what she was talking about.
Okay.
Now, do I put quotes sometimes in my story? Yes. Do I tag other videos? There's so many cool things that you can do just to get engagement. Like the other night, like Saturday, I did this thing like I did like this or that, and I had people vote. So it was like Ford or Chevy. And then it was like Corona or Modelo, right? It was like pizza or sushi. It was, you know, New York or LA. And it was just a way for people to go through there, and they were voting. And it got an insane amount of engagement. And it was funny. Like, there was some stuff in there that I wouldn't share with you guys on a recorded Zoom webinar. But there was some fun stuff and, you know, a little edgy, but it was getting engagement, which is what I wanted, right? So I was posting stuff. I said, let's play a game. I did like 30 of them. And me and Steph were sitting here, and she's like, okay, how about Coke or Pepsi? I was like, cool, Coke or Pepsi? And I put it on there. People were just engaging on it, just so that I could have a gang of them. And they had nothing to do with CBD. It had everything to do with engagement.
Good idea.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it. If you guys have any other questions, if we don't have a website like you, do we put a contact email in our bio? You can. You can. I mean, you don't necessarily have to have a website. What I've seen people do in the past as well is they've linked their LinkedIn to their deal, because LinkedIn is a LinkedIn, in my opinion, is a free website, right? It's easy, it's turnkey, and it's just all about you and business. So beef up your LinkedIn and then put the LinkedIn link in your Instagram. So if people want to learn more about you, but you don't have a website, you can go there and learn about you guys. So how do you approach baby boomers vegan? Text me offline, Lucy. Love you guys. Have a good day. Hope this helped. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Mario.
Bye-bye.